The Globe and Mail article, A Financial Plan to Enjoy Life More, is about a couple that is concerned that they won't have enough money for retirement. And there's a link to the full article on our YouTube channel at Atlantis Financial Inc. Now, I think this is a case of not seeing the forest for the trees, or the article is not telling us the whole story. Niles and Annie say that they need an after-tax income of $70,000 a year in retirement. Now, Annie has an index pension of $60,000 a year, and Niles has an index pension of $36,000 a year. And they've got an RSP account and a non-registered open account. If we look at their cash flow, we can see they have a surplus income, $29,000, $30,000, and then once they have to start taking money from the RSPs and RIFs, we can see that that increases also. If we take a look at their income assets, so their RSPs and non-registered accounts, because they're saving so much money, this is just accumulating over time, and of course their net worth is very good also. Let's go and take a quick look at Annie's taxes, and we can see that there's a little bit of the OAS clawback because their income is high, but of course we'll go and we'll split income. So we can see here that their accumulated savings are about 2.7 million, and then let's just split pension income, and we can see now that the accumulated savings are about $2.8 million. So what are Niles and Annie going to do? Well, one thing that we should look at when somebody does have a larger pension plan is what would happen if Annie passed away early, and we've done that here in this comparison. So this is the original solution we were looking at, and we saw the income assets accumulating here. And this is if Annie should pass away early. And of course we can see there would be less accumulated assets, but Niles is still okay. In this solution we've taken a look, what if we withdraw a little bit of money from the RSPs or RIFs early rather than waiting to age 71, 72. And in that solution what we see here is that over here we accumulated $2.8 million, and over here we've accumulated almost $3 million. So we're slightly better off to withdraw from RSPs early, although still keeping below the threshold so there's no OAS clawback. The other consideration that came up was, should Niles and Annie consider critical illness insurance or long-term care insurance? And when we look at their cash flow, we can see there's a lot of surplus cash flow and a lot of savings going on. So my suggestion would be that they maybe don't need that, and the only reason they're thinking of maybe getting it is to protect the value of the estate. And if that's the case, then why not purchase some life insurance? And if we look at the final estate numbers, we can see here the children are going to inherit about $2.5 million, and in terms of taxes, about $280,000 going to the government. So let's add an insurance policy here. We have a $300,000 term to 100 insurance policy, a joint last to die, and the premiums on this are about $5,000 to $6,000 a year. So over a normal life expectancy to age 90, they're going to pay about $150,000 in insurance premiums, which is a little bit less than the tax that was owing. So now when we look at the final estate, we can see that the insurance actually didn't really add any value. There's still slightly more money going to the children without buying the insurance policy. Now that of course assumes that Niles and Annie do save the premium, and one other thing that Niles and Annie should consider, when you look at the size of the estate the children are going to receive, they may want to add a provision in their will for a testamentary trust, so that to reduce the taxes for the children. So what should Niles and Annie do? Well, they should just become comfortable knowing that they do have enough money in retirement, and once they're comfortable with that, they need to review what is it they want to have and do, and are they actually going to save the amount of money as projected. And finally, they should just add a provision in their will for a testamentary trust.